All right, we've got a real economic mystery on our hands today. You've probably heard that the job market's pretty strong right now, right? And yet, we're seeing more and more graduates rushing straight back to school. It just doesn't follow the usual rules, and we're going to figure out why. Okay, so this is the central puzzle we're digging into. If there are plenty of jobs out there, why are so many recent grads making a U-turn right back into the classroom? It's a real head scratcher, so let's unpack it. And look, this isn't just a hunch. We've got the numbers to prove it. Get this. The percentage of graduates planning to go to grad school within a year, it shot up from 69% to 78%. That's not just a small bump, folks. That is a huge leap in just one single year.
All right, so let's start unpacking this whole thing. Because what's so weird about this trend is that it basically breaks all the old rules about how education and the economy are supposed to work together.
So to really get why this is so bizarre, you got to understand this one key idea: counter-cyclical. For forever, the playbook was simple. When the economy is bad, grad school enrollment goes up. People basically go hide out in a classroom to ride out the storm. It's supposed to be a safe harbor.
This lays it out perfectly, right? The old logic was super straightforward. A bad economy creates fear, and that fear pushes people into grad school. Simple. But now we have a good economy that's also creating fear, that's also pushing people into grad school. That giant question mark really says it all. What in the world is going on here?
And yeah, if you just look at the headlines, everything seems rosy. The economy's adding jobs, overall unemployment is low. But that's not the whole story. Not even close. You gotta zoom in. For young people, we're talking ages 16 to 24, their unemployment rate is nearly double the national average. And boom, right there, that's our first big clue.
But see, that high youth unemployment, it's not the real cause. It's more of a symptom. The real suspect here, the thing driving all this anxiety, well, it's something we are all thinking about.
So what is it? What's the #1 driver behind this whole unexpected rush back to school?
Artificial intelligence. Yep, those two words. They're reshaping our entire world and, as it turns out, the big life choices people are making about their education. And we're not talking about some sci-fi future here. This is happening right now. Look, AI is already shaking up the job market in a huge way. It's starting to automate a lot of those entry-level jobs. You know, the ones that have always been that first step into a career. And this isn't just a theory. You have CEOs on the record saying AI is the reason they're freezing hiring or even laying people off. So if you're a new grad, it feels like the rug is being pulled out from under you. So this brings us to this totally new way people are looking at grad school. They're not just running from something, they're strategically running towards something they hope will give them a leg up. It's a whole new game plan for a future that feels, well, pretty uncertain. I mean, this isn't totally new, right? As Kristen Blog from the Urban Institute points out, people have always kind of used higher education as a shelter when things get rocky. It's a classic move when you feel like you don't have control. And this is the key difference. This quote from Eric Greenberg nails the new thinking. It's not just a shelter anymore. He calls it a hedge, or even better, an insurance policy. Think about that. It's not passive. It's an active, strategic investment to protect yourself from what's coming with AI. And if you're buying an insurance policy, what do you want? You want to know exactly what you're getting for your money, right? That's what's happening now. Students are being super savvy. They're not just paying for a diploma. They're demanding career services. They want to see the job placement numbers. They want real-world internships. They want a tangible return on their investment. Of course, insurance policies aren't free. They all have premiums. So let's talk about the price tag on this particular policy. Is this insurance actually worth the cost of admission? Okay, so let's set the stage. Right now, the median debt for just a bachelor's degree is about $27,000. A lot of money, but a number most of us can kind of wrap our heads around. Now, watch this. You add a master's degree to that, and the debt literally doubles. We're talking more than $54,000. That is a massive jump. And hold on, because if we're talking about a professional degree, think law school, med school, the number just goes insane. Over $173,000. The stakes for this insurance policy just got astronomically high. But just when you think the math can't get any harder, there's a new twist. A huge change is coming from the government that's about to scramble this whole equation for anyone thinking about more school.
So you might want to circle this date on your calendar, July 1st, 2026. That's when brand new federal loan rules for advanced degrees kick in. And trust me, this is a very big deal. So here's the new deal. They're putting hard caps on how much you can borrow in your lifetime. 100 grand for grad school, 200 for professional programs. But honestly, the real bombshell is at the bottom, the elimination of Grad Plus loans. That was the program that basically let you borrow whatever you needed to cover the cost. Now, it's just gone. The safety net has been cut.
And the craziest part, no one really knows how this is all going to play out. It just throws another giant layer of uncertainty on top of what is already one of the biggest, most stressful financial decisions a person can make.
So that leaves us with this massive question. In this age of AI, is a master's degree the new bachelor's? Is it just the baseline now? Or, between these sky-high costs and these new loan rules, has it become an incredibly expensive, high-stakes gamble? That's the billion-dollar question that a whole new generation is now forced to answer.